I'm back with Hanon exercise number 59. Now 59 consists of a lot of scales, and this actually shows us how we are going to go about playing scales. In this exercise I'll be doing the C major scale, the easiest of them all because it has no key signature, meaning there's no accidentals, no black keys that we need to play or think about. Now I'm going to break this down into a few sections. The first one we're going to do hands separately, one octave, right and left. Then we're going to do two octaves. And then we're going to do four octaves, which is spans the entire keyboard basically, or the entire exercise, four octaves. And then we're going to have a look at the cadential progression at the end. So for the C major scale, one octave, right and left, and hands together, we need to make sure that we use the right fingering. For the right hand, we're going to start here on middle C, easy, because it's right in the center of our body. And we're going to play 1, 2, 3, thumb underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to come back down, doing the same, but this time third over thumb, in order to do an inverse of that. For the left hand, we're going to start on C, fifth finger, pinky, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. And now we're going to do the opposite, thumb underneath. So basically two positions of the hand. Doing it hands together, we always need to try and coordinate. First the right, thumb under, then the left, third over. And then we invert it. Thumb under, left, third over right. So it's always a good idea to start this off when we start learning scales, playing scales, to start us off like that. In order for us to first learn how the notes go, develop a sense of finger memory, and then from there we start working on coordination and speed. Playing this exercise two octaves, we will notice that in order to get to the second octave, we're going to reset our hand position. When we start playing, we're going to use the same fingers we started always with. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. But now we need to reset. We can't press down our pinky. We're going to put our thumb under to the next C and repeat the same fingering. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, ending on our fifth, and then we come back down. 3, 2, 1, 4 over, 3, 1, 3, 2, 1. For the left hand, we're going to start on our fifth. We're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Then put our fourth over. 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Now do the opposite. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hands together requires a little bit more coordination. Remembering when I get at the top, both my thumbs are going to be on C, fourth over. That's perhaps the most important. Both thumbs, fourth over. And there we have it. Hands together, two octaves. Moving on to four octaves, we're now going to do the two octave finger set. We're going to just apply twice. But we need to start a little bit lower because otherwise we're going to shift our balance too much to one side and it's going to be really, really difficult playing at the top. So we're going to start nice and low, right here, middle C, right hand C below, left hand 1 C lower than that. Trying to track our thumb, always on C. Remember, Remember that the Hanon exercise require us to do this twice before we move on to the cadence. Let's have a look at the cadence. Now the cadence, when we get to the bottom after playing this scale twice, we're going to do this. We're going to move our left hand and have an octave F, while we're going to play D, A and C in the right hand, 1, 3 and 5. Then we're going to do this. Our second finger is already there. I'm going to play G in the left, E, G and C in the right, 1, 2 and 5. Then I'm going to have a move and have my fingers looking like that. D, F, G, and B. 1, 2, 3, and 5. G an octave lower. Followed by C. 1, 2, 3, and 5. Ending off that cadence. I'll show you one more time. We got it at the bottom. Up to F. Practicing that nice stretch there in the right. And that's basically the whole C major exercise in very different variations and very different forms. Obviously when you do grades, this can be very, very helpful, because with exam grades, especially when you do classical music and some pop and rock music as well, or some modern music, you need to play some scales. And the scales are going to be required to play either hand separately or together for a certain amount of octaves. And in many cases there are some cadential progressions that you also need to play. So this is a very good starting point for that. Remember, if you like this video, please give me a shout out, hit that subscribe, as well as the bell notification, so that you can get new notifications as I post these scale videos in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching, and the next one we'll be doing is the A minor scale, which is the relative of C major.